A black man and a black woman being attacked, both by black people. So who's actually winning here? All right, let's talk about this Ryan Clark, Robert Griffin situation. Two people that I call friend, regardless of how you might feel about them. Now, usually I make videos for the masses, for everybody, but this specific video is for people that look like me. So if you don't look like me, keep on scrolling, or you can eavesdrop in on a conversation that might not be for you. Yesterday, Robert Griffin, he seemingly attacked Angel Reese when he said, Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Robert supposes that he knows what hate looks like. Today, Ryan Clark responds and seemingly attacks Robert Griffin when he says Robert Griffin doesn't have conversations about the plight of black women in his own house, implying that because Robert's married to a white woman, he doesn't have these conversations. Here's where I realize we are 24 hours later. A black woman, Angel Reese, has seemingly been attacked by a black man, Robert Griffin. And a black man, Robert Griffin, has seemingly been attacked by a black man, Ryan Clark. So ultimately, what have we been left with? A black man and a black woman being attacked, both by black people. So who's actually winning? I know Ryan. I know Ryan well. I know Robert. I know Robert well. Ultimately, I believe that their hearts are very similar. They want the best from the world. They want the best for people that look like them, and truly they want the best for all people. But after 24 freaking hours, I'm really sitting here thinking that the only thing that has happened is that a black man, Robert Griffin, has helped fuel the attack of another black woman, Angel Reese, by putting out his statement. And a black man, Ryan Clark, has helped fuel the attacks on another black man, Robert Griffin, by putting out his video. So it's just black people being attacked. And they're being attacked by the inciting of other black people. The reason I'm not hitting Robert or Ryan privately is because I think this conversation needs to transcend a private text message or a private phone call. Like, I really want people to hear this. What ultimately has been won? What's been won? Some retweets. Oh, you got figuratively dunked on. Oh, you got figuratively dunked on. Somebody's been called a coon here. Somebody's been called a racist here. Somebody's been called a sellout here. Somebody's been said they're dancing for the man here. But what's actually been won? Now, Robert's like implying that it's a bad look for ESPN, thus like maybe it should put Ryan's job in jeopardy. And then my dog Ryan's going back at Robert Griffin saying like he's the worst teammate ever. Just what's been won? What? Who's winning? Not people that look like me.
So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player if they don't dislike that player? Okay, you want some more evidence? Here's some more evidence. Remember last year when they were talking about who gets the credit for the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost of women's basketball? Not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general, because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership. A lot of people were attributing that to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. This is what Angel Reese had to say, and I quote, "People are talking about women's basketball. You never would think they'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to the games. We got celebrities coming to the games, sold out arenas just because of one single game. Just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on to be that for my teammates. I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, the reason we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that." Now, I heard a lot of people say that I or others have made Angel Reese the villain. Did you not just hear herself call herself the bad guy? She called herself the villain. I'm not making her the villain. She's making herself the villain.
How y'all doing out there? It's your boy, Mr. Pick Six. And I got a little trip to attend to. I got some business to take care of, so I'm on the road, and I figure I'd drop a little knowledge to y'all, everything that's been going on, right? And I don't know how many of y'all have been married out there or is married. And when you're married, it hits a little different. As a husband, as a protector. And when someone says your wife, or they're speaking on your wife and say wife, everything after that wife word better be positive. The conversation bets to be positive when you're speaking on a man's wife. You have to tread real lightly. People will go crazy on you about speaking on their wife. No matter how you may think it sounds or how well you put it together, everything needs to be positive when you're speaking on a man's wife. Yeah, don't let that go over your head. And we're gonna leave it right there because you're playing a tricky game speaking on a man's wife.
So like maybe from my political view, because I wanted Trump in office and I feel like Trump was the better fit guy to run the president more than Kamala Harris was. That's the only things that could have happened since October for him to block me on X. Because other than that, bro, it ain't like I be on Twitter harassing him or like just talking shit or doing none of this shit, bro. I just be minding my own business. Y'all know I be on X or I be on social media or doing, playing the game and shit. I literally be vibing with y'all and just playing the game and just be in my own world, bro. We're training, worried about fights, all type of shit. Like that's all I be worried about, bro. So those are the only two things I could have thought about. It's like, damn, you gonna block me from that shit? Like, damn, bro, that nigga sensitive. You sensitive, but it's like, all right, whatever, bro. I'm not really tripping, bro, because you wanted to block me, you block me. It is what it is. It's your page. If you don't want to, ain't like I ever tweeted at Ryan Clark.
All right. Emmanuel Ocho, you're on the stand again. I don't know why you entered this conversation. Right? And I guess this conversation is for somebody like me who's of this skin color. Right? But I don't know why you entered it. It was Ryan Clark and RG3. Right? I know you got called out last week, by Kevin Durant because you made a ridiculous take. And Kevin Durant came for you. In the same way that you guys would come for him if he made a ridiculous take when it came to basketball. Yeah, so you have African-American people, and I guess African as well, like yourself, going at each other. But what do people of other colors and complexions got to do with any of this? Right? And how are people of other complexions winning because, there's some personal attacks and some misunderstandings amongst sportscasters, right? I mean, you're saying this as though people put Ryan Clark up against RG3, like somebody manipulated him to retaliate when G3 spoke his opinion on Angel Reese, or aforementioned, RG3, had some MLK mind control done on him by people of other complexions, and they pushed him to comment on Angel Reese. Is this what you're insinuating? Right? That people are pushing these guys to do battle like puppets or something, and they're laughing because, or they're winning in some way because of it? I mean, I'm here, I didn't even know that, RG3 and let's say Pat McAfee were on opposite teams. I didn't know that. It's just now I'm just now finding out that, if Pat McAfee wins or if RG3 loses, neither of the others could lose at the same time. I didn't know that. Right? So this is a ridiculous take, and to tell people of other complexions like, oh, this ain't for you. You could tune into it or not. If you feel to, you could listen in. It's just ridiculous. Right? And doesn't even get to the bottom of anything. I think it would be better if you were to tell them, okay, let's just keep this about sports. I don't think that Ryan Clark even insulted, RG3's wife. I believe that he just gave his opinion as to why RG3 sees things a certain way, and that's because he's married to somebody of that complexion, right? But he didn't attack his wife. Okay, that whoever thinks that, you're ridiculous. Like, you didn't even hear what was being said from Ryan Clark's mouth. Okay, so he didn't even attack his wife. But if you want to say something, okay, let's leave wives or family members out of this. That's okay to say. But what you said is complete nonsense, right? If you want to say something like, all right, let's not make fun of stereotypical attitudes, let's not make fun of stereotypical attitude that, RG3 portrayed, all right, of African American women. How about that? You say something like that, because this has nothing to do with sport. Okay, that would be much better than what you said. But like I said, what you said was complete nonsense. So that's just my take on this, and that's about it. So until next.